Have you been raped? I know this is a heavy topic, but we need to talk about this. I find that in my readings that trauma will bring disease into the body. It brings density into the body, where you start getting pain, or even the word disease, look at it, this dis-ease, you're out of ease. So if you do not heal that trauma, you do not heal that density, it manifests inside your body. And I find during my readings, the angels will find the initial trauma, because that trauma normally results to many other traumas built upon that one trauma. It's like, it just gets like layers of an onion. And sometimes that onion can be 30 years deep, and it takes a while. So instead of going layer by layer, you got to just go to the root cause. You got to heal what caused the whole thing to begin with. And this is a serious topic because I live in Canada. In Canada, you would think is you don't need to worry about that, but you do. I remember being a child, and I was empathic. So as an empathic child, I always wanted to talk to people, and I could never talk about the weather. It had to be something with meat, something with substance, something that was deep. And I found, because I was an open book, and I could go to these depths, these levels with people, they would just open up and they would go deep with me. And I remember being a child, hearing about all these different rapes. And I'll never forget one of my dearest friends, and even hearing this today, it just even going there in that vibration, I can feel it as if it was yesterday. She told me, and I think we were 10, maybe 12. We were not old, that her grandfather raped her, molested her grandfather. And I remember that was so profound for me, because my grandfather is one of the greatest men, even to this day, that I've ever met in my life. He's just a phenomenal human being. This planet was blessed to have him. And I couldn't grasp the thought of that. And even just trying to think about it, how that would warp my entire life, how that would warp my entire field. And everyone, like, I always thought, oh, a rape would be like a stranger on the street. And no. It is normally somebody that they trust wholeheartedly. It is a family member. It is a dear friend of the family. It is somebody that they trust. It could be even a boss. It could be a coworker. It doesn't matter. Like, it tends to be somebody they know. And the trauma is very deep. So it's a problem. It's a problem no matter where you live. And I know that we've had these movements and women are coming out and talking about it, and that's great. But talking about it is not enough. You need to heal the trauma. Because when you hold that in and you have that density, it will manifest in your body, and it will manifest in bringing ugly things into your life, because it's a very low vibration and it attracts darkness, and it is darkness. So I find that in my readings, there's this beautiful healing that happens, and it has transpired over and over and over in many of these readings. And I thought I'd share it with you, in case it's going to help you, in case it's going to bring you peace. When a woman is raped, they blame themselves, even though it's not their fault. They can't help but blame themselves. Maybe they did something to provoke it. Maybe they were too provocative. Maybe they gave the wrong impression. They blame themselves. Also, they can't help but feel dirty. Like, because something happened to you that you did not want happen. Something transpired to you that you did not wish to transpire. So in a way, something was taken from you. because it was taken from you. You didn't give permission for this. So you feel dirty, you feel worthless, you feel cheated, you feel angry, you feel abandoned, you feel alone, you feel all these things, all these emotions and feelings. And those never go away. Like time will heal them, time will make them less, but they never go away. So this is what I want you to know, and this is what I want you to hear, because this is very, very, very important. It happened to your body. It happened to your body. It did not happen to your soul. Your soul is still pure. Your soul is still clean. Your soul is still beautiful. Your soul is still attached to God, to source energy. Your soul is untouched. Because this body is going to die. This body does not go with you. This body is not a part of you. It is like clothing. You put it on, you take it off. It is not you. It is a moment. It is an experience. It is not you. So my dear, beautiful girl, it only happened to your body, not your soul. You are pure. You are clean. You are whole. You are the vastness of who you are. You are still the wholeness of who you are. Never forget that. And allow it to be. It's time to close that chapter. Close that door. And now look on to the wholeness of who you are and where you're going to go next. Because there's so much here for you. There's so much joy. There's so much beauty. There's so much goodness. There's so much greatness. There's so much you have yet to do. So it's time to release all that darkness, release all that density, release all that trauma, and connect to who you really are, connect to that wholeness of who you are, and let's start your next chapter. Let me know if that helped.